Very good morning, friends, and Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much indeed, my dear friends. Today we are going to have another topic, and the topic is very interesting. It's the topic for the foodie people because we are going to discuss about food and cooking. And food and cooking is a very general topic at every day and at every home, rather. So it depends what kind of foods you like eating, what's your favorite cuisine, and how much you spend on it. There are lots of people who like eating food prepared at home, and there are some people who are otherwise. I mean, they don't like eating from home, they love eating from outside, from restaurants. It can be healthy and unhealthy simultaneously. There can be cases of various restaurants which can make the healthy food, and there can be some brand restaurants which maybe count your single calorie. I mean, all the calories in the food you are eating. They let you know about all that stuff. So it depends what kind of food you like eating, where you like eating it from, and what are you good at making foods, or you just eat food made ready by your mom at home. So it all depends. We'll talk about all that stuff. Today is the question answer session. So obviously the students will ask the questions and give the answers. Both of you, turn by turn, and in this way we'll proceed in the class today. So I've got Mr. Mesa and Miss Aisha. They are in for me in the morning spoken English session. So let's get started, please.
Hi. Hello. What are your most favorite dishes and where would you like to eat them from?
Okay, well, quite frankly, I am from Lahore.
Excuse me, you have to speak very clearly and very loud. What are the most favorite dishes and where would you like to eat them from, like this?
Okay, so quite frankly, I am from Lahore and it's quite famous for its sizzling and delicious food scenes. I just want to say that your stomach starts planning the next destination before you complete your meal. It's a thing in Lahore, I would like to say, and I love spicy foods because it's just add a kick of flavors to my meal. And my top picks are biryani and sizzling seekh kebabs, and I would like to eat seekh kebabs from our traditional Lahori dhabas because the aroma of spices just fill the air and they just cook in front of you. And apart from this, I would like to eat some international flavors like sushi from PF Chang's.
Okay. Can you make your favorite dishes?
Okay, so let the cat out of the bag. Let me tell you about my kitchen adventure.
That's great. Let the cat out of the bag. Good idiomatic expression.
As I remember, once upon a time when I decided to make noodles at the middle of the night. So don't ask me what happened next. Just picture this with me. That noodle is flying all over the kitchen, and the sauce just painted the walls and as well as me.
Oh my God.
And that was my goodness because the sauce isn't as much hot, and it just seemed like my poor kitchen is just hit by the tornado of noodles. So my dear mother keeps away me from the kitchen from that incident, sadly.
Okay. What is the most famous dish of your country and why?
I think it's biryani because biryani is a fragrant and people love to eat biryani from all over the nation. Like it is made by the season of rice and aromatic spices like flavors, and sometimes it also adds some saffron and rose water and people biryani holds a special place in a heart of Pakistanis.
Okay. What is your main meal of the day?
My main meal of the day is my lunch. Like lunchtime is a time where I'm satisfying and having some healthy meals to refill and recharge myself. So my lunchtime combination is that I would love to eat some carbohydrates, proteins, and some vegetables like sandwiches, salads, and some chicken steaks. I pair it with a milk margarita and some fresh juices.
Okay. Do you prefer to eating at home or in any restaurant?
Well, it's a dilemma for me because both have its own place. Like eating at home can allow you to control the ingredients and cooking method, and you can also spend quality time with your family and with your friends at dining. And cooking outside is a social activity, like you can plan some hangout there and you can celebrate some parties out in the restaurants, and you can also try some different cuisines. but I think I have to update my software in this matter.
Absolutely right. You need to update your software. Otherwise, somebody else will do it.
I think so.
What is your most favorite restaurant and why?
Okay, so my most favorite restaurant is Cafe Ranto, which is located in Defense Raya. Like it is famous for its uh, what should I say? It is famous for its flavors. Like they serve Mediterranean and both Spanish dishes, and the ambience is just so. What should I say? Sorry.
Okay.
A bit
Who
confused.
mostly cooks at home?
My mother loves cooking. She is a master chef in our household, and apart from this, her recipes is just mouth-watering because she had a bunch of care and love in it.
Who is the most popular cook in your family?
I think she is my maternal grandmother because she is a magician in our kitchen, and she loves cooking a lot, and I love her famous cutlets.
Do you know any disadvantages of eating at restaurant?
Well, there is a lot of drawbacks because sometimes you have to wait for your food and for your table, and also they can disturb your health because the restaurant food isn't as much healthier as you compared with the household, and also it is quite costly if you go there frequently. It's just strain your budget.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic answers. The questions were graceful. You asked pretty good questions, and the answers were given appropriately and accordingly. Now it's your turn to ask the questions, and Ms. Rivesa is going to give the answers, please.
Okay, so what are your most favorite dishes?
But before talking about all that stuff, I would like to show you some foods which are extremely healthy foods. You can see on the screen there are lots of foods to be seen here. You can see the broccoli on one side and some green vegetables, dark green vegetables, and you can see some more things like almonds and things from the orange family, lentil, and much more. You would like to see here some spices as well. So I must clearly tell you that you need to have a healthy food around you. Otherwise, you're going to have a big trouble in the future. Yes, please. It's your turn now.
What are your most favorite dishes? Where would you like to eat them from?
Well, my favorite dish is halwa puri and bhature, and this is the famous breakfast for Lahoris. And I also like to eat.
Extremely unhealthy food. Halwa puri and pature. Oh my
It's a famous
God.
breakfast for Lahoris, and I also like to eat the chicken karai and biryani from Dera and Haveli restaurant.
Okay, so can you make your favorite dishes?
Well, I do not have any interest in cooking, but whenever I have spare time, I like to eat my favorite dish like chicken karai.
You don't have any interest in the cooking, but in future, when you will get married, you will go to your in-laws. You will start living with your husband. You will have to cook there.
Yes.
So because of all that stuff, you should get ready before you start having a difficult time from your in-laws.
So buckle up yourself. So what is the most famous dish of your country? Why?
Pakistan is famous for its inspired Mughal cuisines like korma, kebabs, but I think biryani is most popular in my country and has many varieties like Lahore biryani and Sindhi biryani.
Okay, so what is your main meal of the day?
My main meal of the day is breakfast, and I like really eat bread slice and half fried and that's it.
Okay, so do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
I prefer to eating at home because restaurant meal is not healthy, and it has more saturated fats and more calories, and it is more expensive.
Okay, so what is your most favorite restaurant?
Haveli restaurant is my favorite because it is offering a great view of Bashe Mosque, and its food, ambience and aroma is up to the mark.
So who mostly cooks at home?
Definitely our home minister means my mother cooks in our home, and she is very expert in cooking.
Who is the most popular cook in your family?
My elder sister is very popular in my family, and her way of cooking delightful, and I like to eat her.
Okay, so do you know any disadvantage of eating at restaurants?
Yes, of course, there are a lot of disadvantages like restaurant food is not good for health and it is more expensive as well. So that's it.
So thank you.
So thank you very much, both of you. You spoke really very well, and your questions were very delicate, and you answered very significantly regarding yourself. I mean, I have a lot of reservations about unhealthy food you like eating, like bhature and halwa puri. But still, we live in Lahore. Sometime, अच्छा है दिल के पास रहे पासबाने अक्ल, लेकिन कभी कभी इसे तन्हा भी छोड़ दें. Sometimes we can eat unhealthy food, and it's only once in a while, once in a blue moon,
Yes.
or a yellow moon, or a green moon. Otherwise, eating it quite frequently could be very dangerous for your health, and your health actually is the most important thing in the world after life. Thank you. Very good. Dear friends, now Ms. Bakhtavar has replaced Mr. Mesa. She's back on her seat. Mr. Mesa and Ms. Bakhtavar is here. Ms. Aisha would ask the questions, and she will give the answers. So here you go, please.
Okay. So hi. So what are your favorite dishes, and where would you like to eat them from?
Korma and nihari are my favorite dishes, and I would like to eat at Murad restaurant. It is situated in the Margula Hills near Dominico. The restaurant provides diverse of menu include.
It's quite surprising that you selected Monal restaurant near the Margla Hills in Islamabad. You live in Lahore. Don't you find any restaurants near here? Okay, great. Okay, keep it up.
Traditional dishes like nihari kebab, biryani, etc. And
Okay. Can you make your favorite dishes?
yes, absolutely. I'm capable of preparing my favorite dish. In fact, I have prepared them numerous time, and my family have short praise upon my culinary creations, and they even as far as to say I have the potential to become a good chef.
So what is the most famous dish of your country? Why?
Well, I think biryani is most favorite dish of my country. It's famous in Pakistan because of its delicious taste. Biryani consists rice, spicy, and a piece of chicken. And I think mostly people of Pakistan like to eat this delicious and tasty recipe of biryani.
What is your main meal of the day?
Well, my main meal of the day is lunch, and I think it's considered is more important in Pakistan. When lunch time, people take a break for their daily activities and routine and enjoy hearty and satisfying meal.
Okay. So do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
Well, I like to eat at home because a restaurant is not a healthy, provide a healthy food, and because of ingredient of spices and.
Okay. So tell me about your favorite restaurant.
Well, my favorite restaurant is Munal, again say, and because it has a famous restaurant and view and none of its breathtaking view of the city.
Yeah, that's it actually. There are lots of restaurants which are really important and which are all-time favorites of lots of people. But why people like Munna restaurant near Margla in Islamabad is because of its breathtaking view and the challenging way actually to get there. It's very difficult. Once I went there and I apologized and I said that next time I'm not going to go there because it was so challenging to go upside and even to drive the car. I got stuck at one or two places, unfortunately. So that's why I would like to say that don't go there. Eat at home, or if you want to go to any of the restaurants, you have plenty of options there in food courts of different malls, shopping malls really. So you have plenty of choices there.
Yes. Also, there is a lot of monkeys.
Yes, yeah, there are lots of monkeys.
So who mostly cooks at home?
Well, my mother mostly my mother cooks at home because she is a great cook. She knows all about desi homemade dishes. When I have spare time, I make some delicious and spicy food for them because they always eat homemade and desi food. So I wanna change their taste of food.
Okay, who is the most popular cook in your family?
Well, my mother is the most popular cook in my family because she knows all about desi foods, and my uncle aunts love to eat desi foods. When they come, they wish my mother cook for them.
Do you know any disadvantage of eating in restaurants?
Well, I think it has a potential of a disadvantage of eating at a restaurant because restaurant is more expensive compared to eating at home, and the spicy in restaurant food the spicy is more than homemade recipes. So I think
She means to say that restaurant food is not that good for health, that much good for health, not better for health. We should prefer the homemade food instead.
So we
and
are
and it can be sometimes it can be crowded, noisy in restaurant, which may affect on our dining experience.
okay.
Oh, that's it?
Yes.
So thank you very much, both of you. Please, you can leave now. God bless you. My dear friends, I would like to say a few words about the healthy food first. There are lots of foods which are healthy and there are lots of food which are unhealthy. I would like to just tell you that what you should take in your daily intake, number one is water. You should drink 8 to 12 cups of water on daily basis. This is the first thing you should consider. And the second thing, which is really very important, is dark green vegetables. You should prefer dark green vegetables and eat dark green vegetables at least thrice or 4 times a week. Yes, you should on weekly basis. On every alternate day, you should make some dark green vegetables at home. The third thing is whole grain. For example, eat whole grains at least 2 or 3 times daily. Whole grains. You understand what I'm talking about, actually. And then number 4 would be beans and lentils. Try to eat a bean-based meal at least once a week. Try to add legumes, including beans and lentils, to soups, stews, and things like that. And number 5 would be fish. We normally eat fish in winter, but if there is no harm in eating fish all the year round, and you can eat fish and try to eat 2 or 3 servings of fish a week. And then the berries are important, winter squash, soy, and the last but not the least, organic yogurt is important, and flaxseed, nuts, seeds. So you should try to be close to nature. Make your food healthy and organic as much as possible. Thank you very much. I would like to invite the next pair now. Dear friends, now there is another pair, Mr. Abdul Rahman and Mr. Awais Karni. So please, they will have the question and answer session now.
What are your most favorite dish and where would you like to eat from?
Firstly, I would like to say that I like homemade food. I rarely eat out because I don't satisfy with the quality of food.
I'm not satisfied. ये कहेंगे I am not satisfied.
I am not satisfied with the quality of food outside, and I like desi foods of my mother's hand, such as halim, pie,
Oh my God.
and pie.
Can you make
The food full of cholesterol actually. Right.
Can you make your favorite dish?
No, I can't make because I haven't interest in cooking food.
What is the most famous dish of your country? Why?
The most famous dish in our country is biryani. It is very popular in our country because everyone like to eat it. No feast is complete without biryani.
Hmm.
What is your main meal of the day?
My main meal of the day is breakfast because every person's whole day depends on his breakfast.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
I prefer eating at home because I don't satisfy with the quality and cleanliness of food in restaurant.
What is the most favorite restaurant? Why?
I already told about that. I don't like any restaurant. I love my mother's kitchen.
What do you think makes a restaurant great?
I think quality of food, taste of food, cleanliness of restaurant, and quick service makes a restaurant great.
Who mostly cook at home?
My mother mostly cooks at home, and her foods are very delicious.
Who is the most popular cook in your family?
The most popular cook in our family is my mother. Everyone
Everyone likes
likes his food very much.
her food.
Like her food very much.
Do you know any disadvantages of eating restaurant?
I know some advantages of eating at restaurants, such as eating out means giving up control over our food. Eating out is expensive. Eating out takes time, and eating out is less healthy.
All right, now please.
What are your most favorite dishes, and where would you like to eat them from?
I like mutton korma and biryani, and I would prefer to like at home.
Can you make you favorite dishes?
Definitely, I can make my favorite dishes because I worked in a company. I have learned cooking by my senior colleague.
Okay. What is the most famous dish of your country? Why?
Mostly people like biryani in my country because its taste is delicious, and even children love to eat biryani.
What is your main meal of the day?
Breakfast is the most important in our health. I like breakfast, and I take bread and 1 cup of milk.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
I would prefer. Sorry.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
I would prefer eat at home because my mother makes wonderful food and use natural items. Then restaurant are not proper clean food.
What do you think makes a restaurant great?
The and they make tasty, fresh, and take care cleaning, and staff are cooperative.
Who mostly cooks at home?
My mother mostly cook at home when she is tired.
My mother usually cooks at home.
My mother usually cook at home.
Cooks at
Cooks
home.
at home. Whenever she is tired, my sister cooks food. My sister cooks
Ever
food.
since she has passed away, it's my sister who makes food at home.
Who's the most popular cook in your family?
My aunt is the most popular cooking in my family because they everything make so delicious. She is expert in for cooking.
Do you know any disadvantages of eating at restaurant?
And definitely I know they make spicy food and not proper clean. And that's this food is harmful in our life. That's why I don't like restaurant food.
Thank you very much. It's very good avoiding food made at restaurant because it's neither organic nor healthy. We should not support the restaurant culture very much. Instead of eating from there and spending too much money on your food, you should prefer eating at home. And homemade food is the best food in the world. And the food made by the nanoma or dado or mother or sisters, it could be very life-saving, and the other food is endangering your life into hell. So avoid eating it from restaurants too much. लेकिन अच्छा है दिल के पास रहे पासबान अक्ल, लेकिन कभी कभी इसे तन्हा भी छोड़ दे. It means that sometimes, not sometimes, rarely or hardly ever eating from restaurant would appease you, amuse you, rather give you a lot of life, it fill you inside the life. And thank you very much for giving this wonderful time. Just try to just see your video once again at home and see what are the problems you have made, what are the mistakes you have made, and how you can make it even better. Thank you. Dear friends, the next pair would be Hassan and Masab. They would question answer. Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum, how are you? I'm fine. Okay, today is our topic cooking and food and cooking. And what your most favorite dishes, and where would you like to eat them from?
My most favorite dishes are.
Would you speak aloud?
My most famous dishes are chicken biryani and chicken kadai, and I would like to eat them at home because home food is the best.
Can you make your favorite dishes?
Of course, I can make my favorite dishes because I'm a professional chef, and I can.
You must be joking.
No, I'm a professional chef. I have graduate degree in culinary arts. I've done it from Kotham.
Excellent. Another big applause, please.
Okay. What is your main meal of the day?
My main meal of the day requires some carbohydrates and proteins that are essential for me.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
I prefer eating at home because home food is safe, and the taste of my mother's hand are very good. So I like it.
What is the most favorite restaurant? Okay, what do you think make a restaurant great?
Its ambience and delicious food, quick service makes it great.
Who mostly cooks at home?
My mother cooks at home. Usually cooks at home, and most of the time I also cook, but that's okay.
Okay. Who's the most popular cook in your family?
My mother is the most popular cook in the family as she makes delicious food and everybody likes it.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
Okay. What are your most favorite dishes, and
Excuse
where
me?
would you like to eat them from?
Actually, I love roast meat and I like to eat it at home.
Speak aloud, please.
Okay. Can you make your favorite dishes?
Yeah, many times I cook it in my home and my sister-in-law helps me to cook it.
What is the most famous dish of your country and why?
Actually, well, my country is Pakistan and Nihari is the most, Nihari is the national dish of Pakistan. The word Nihari derived from Arabic word Nahar, and the word is derived from the Nahar, and actually the word Nihar dish was meant to be eaten at the first day of the meal.
Okay. Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
Actually, I prefer to eat at home, at home, because I don't know what kind of things, what kind of meat and what kind of vegetables that the restaurants can use.
What do you think makes a restaurant great?
Well, I think the restaurant is great. Can you repeat again?
What do you think makes
Not repeat again. You say it's going to say it again. You repeat it.
Okay, sir.
Repeat again. दोबारा ऐसा नहीं कि बोलते.
Yes.
what do you think makes a restaurant great?
I think quality of food and taste of food and cleanness of food and quick service make a restaurant great. Okay.
Who mostly cooks at home?
My mother mostly cook it at home and she cooks a very delicious foods in our home and everyone appreciates it.
Who is the most popular cook in your family?
As before I told you, my mother is a professional chef in our family and mostly she cooks a very delicious food in our home and everyone would like to eat it.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much, boys. You spoke really very well. You need to have a bit of more improvement, but still, it's very good. I would like to ask you some questions about your experience there. What have you learned in your graduation? You studied food 4 years?
No, it's a degree of 2 years.
2 years. And tell us something about your experience there in the culinary arts. What have you learned there?
It's a professional degree and it's a degree of ICM UK. It's an international degree.
Okay.
So, where I have learned food safety level 2, food safety level 3. And that's a certificate internationally.
How is it going to help you in the future?
I can also apply in government food safety jobs, and my goal is to work internationally or out or in another country as a professional chef. That's why I'm doing it.
What do you know about building a healthy and balanced diet?
Building a healthy and balanced diet may require good amount of portion size of meal or carbohydrates, proteins.
Excellent, excellent. Grains.
Yes.
Carbohydrates, grains. You mean to say?
And proteins.
Okay, protein,
Vitamins.
protein power,
Vitamins. and
vitamins. Okay, great. I would like to just tell in the later part of the class what should be a balanced diet program. I will let you know, guys, about a platter. If you have got a platter full of food, so how it should be divided into certain portions and how we can benefit from it. Anyway, thank you very much indeed, Ms. Hassan. Very delighted that you have learned all that stuff from your degree. God bless you. So, dear friends, today's last pair is that of Usama and Abdulaziz. They are going to have the question and answer session, please.
Hello. Who are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, today I have topic for question answer session, food and cooking. So first question is, what are your most favorite dish and where would you like to eat them from?
My favorite dish is chicken biryani, kebabs, and mutton curry. And I would like to eat. From home.
Can you make your favorite dishes?
No, I cannot cook my favorite dish.
What is most famous dish of your country and why?
Would you speak aloud, please?
The most famous dish in my country is meat. The meat dishes are very popular.
Okay, what is your main meal of the day?
The main important thing is my breakfast, which parathas and eggs.
Okay, do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
I like eat from home, which sound pretty good.
Okay, what is most favorite restaurant and why?
My favorite restaurant is Yasser Ghost, which is very close to my home, and their best dish is chicken roast.
Who mostly cooks at home?
Again,
Who mostly cooks at home?
Who really makes dishes at home, cooks at home?
At home, most of the mother.
Please hold it like this, close to your mouth, please. Yes.
At home, most of the mother cooks, and sometimes the sister-in-law cooks when the mother has to go somewhere.
Who's the most popular cook in your family?
The main cooks in my family is my mother, who now how to cooks all kinds of foods.
Do you know any disadvantages of eating at restaurant?
Eating at restaurants, what are the disadvantages?
Use of unhealthy ingredients,
Unhealthy.
ingredient, and
Lack of, not lake of.
lack of cleanliness in the kitchen, and use of
Lack of cleanliness in the kitchen.
and use of foods items prone to diseases or risk to children's health.
Frozen items and preserved items, they can be very dangerous for your health as well. Healthy diet plan. Okay.
Thank you. Now your turn.
Both of you have given the question answers? Yes, please say your questions now.
Yes.
It's your turn.
What are your most famous dishes, and where would you like to eat them from?
Well, my most favorite dish is barbecue items, which I am mostly eating at home, but rarely from restaurant.
Can you make your favorite dishes?
No, I don't make my favorite dishes but I don't have any interest in cooking.
What is the most famous dish of your country? Why?
Biryani is the most famous dish of my country because most of the people likes to eat biryani from a different restaurant and also at home.
What is your main meal of the day?
Breakfast is often described as the main meal of the day. So breakfast is my main meal of the day because it gave me chunk of energy for doing works at a whole day, which gives me very much energy.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
Mostly I eating at home, but sometimes I eat at restaurant. I prefer eating at home.
What is the most favorite restaurant? Why?
My favorite restaurant is Dera restaurant because I love is barbecue items, which is very well cooked and delicious.
Who mostly cooks at home?
My mother is mostly cooked at home and makes the meal for the whole family.
Who's the most popular cook in your family?
My aunt is the most popular cook in my family because they make different kinds of dishes, which is very delicious and good for health.
Do you know any disadvantages of eating at restaurants?
I don't think so that restaurant food have any disadvantage, but sometimes it have drawbacks on our health due to frozen food and not good condition oil. So thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Very good, guys. Thank you very much. You can leave now. So dear friends, healthy food is the best food. You should avoid eating junk food, food from the restaurants, what do you call it, fast food, and these things could be very dangerous for your health. So make yourself, give yourself a healthy lifestyle in order to enjoy your life. Wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you very much indeed. I'll see you tomorrow with the presentation of the same topic. Until then, God bless you. Take care and Allah Hafiz.